We had two officers who were responding to an officer-involved shooting that occurred at Government and South 16th Street. Shots were fired from officers who were being shot upon. At this particular time, from what we know, no one was injured during that shooting. While they're responding to a shooting that occurred in that area, they were involved in a crash that occurred here at South Foster and Government Street. What we do know is that one person died of the injuries that occurred in the crash. The two officers who were involved were transported to a local hospital, and a third person was also transported to the hospital with injuries. It's an ongoing investigation, and that's all the information and details that I have at this particular time.
Can you tell us about the shooting? Did officers actually shoot, or were they being shot at?
At this particular time, it's early in the investigation, but what we do have is that officers were being shot at and then they returned fire. Right now, by being early on, from what we know is that no one, at this particular time, no one was injured in gunfire. The officers were not injured. We haven't been able to make contact with the other party that was involved in the shooting. Our K9 and additional officers were out there in an attempt to locate the other individuals who were out there shooting, but at this particular time, we haven't been able to locate those individuals.
Do you know why they were shooting at officers?
Preliminary information that we have is that officers were informed that these individuals had guns. They made an attempt to make contact with them, and while they were attempting to make contact with them, those individuals began shooting at them.
And what happened here?
Two officers, well, a lot of officers were responding to that shooting. We had two officers here who were also responding to that shooting. From what we know as of right now, they were passing through the intersection, and while they were passing through the intersection, the crash occurred. And the result of the crash, one person has since died from the injuries, and three persons, including two of the officers here that were inside the vehicle, they were transported to a local hospital for their injuries.
Do you know the condition of the officers?
Very serious at this particular time. That's all I have as an update on their actual condition.
I understand that the vehicle that hit the police car, was pretty much T-boned and nearly demolished.
I can't say exactly what happened during the actual crash, as we're early on in the investigation. Our detectives will work through this crash to find out actually what happened.
Anything else you need to add?
No, ma'am, that's it.
The person dead is unrelated to just an innocent bystander?
The person that we know that died from the crash here, they weren't involved in the South 16th Government Street incident. They were somewhere within their intersection when the crash occurred. Like I said, it's ongoing and it's early on. Our detectives are going to work this particular scene to find out actually what happened and what transpired when the crash occurred.
Was the guy who died, was he a passenger in that one of the vehicles?
I can't say right now.
I mean, not
now.
A passenger, but
yeah,
an occupant in one of the vehicles?
He was an occupant inside one of the vehicles. I don't know exactly which vehicle that he was in.
And he was ejected from his vehicle?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, ma'am, that's it.
Thank you.